Welcome back everybody. So today we are going to be making a hinged box. So we are going to start by turning this piece of wood to round using the mid-size finisher from Easy Wood Tools. And now we're switched to the mid-size rougher and we're making a tenon there and continuing with the rounding off. And we're making another tenon on the other end. And back to the rounding off. And now we switch to the mid-size detailer so we can match the angles of the jaws and the chuck. And now we're going to part it off. So we have two pieces, which will be the lid and the base. And we're going to finish off that cut with a saw. There we go. Two pieces. Alright, so we've got the base here. Alright, so we've got the mid-size rougher here and we're just going to make a tenon, I guess you would say, for the hinge. So we're going to do our first test fit and you see you need to take a little bit more off. There we go, perfect. Alright, so we've got the number one hollower here and we're just going to start by doing some shaping. And now to the mid-sized detailer, just so we can get right down to the bottom. Doing a little bit of shear scraping with the detailer as well at the same time. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to hollow it out. Once again, we're going to start with the number one hollower. And now we'll switch to the number three hollower. There we go. Bit of compressed air there. Check the wall thickness is perfect and nice and flat. Alright, so I've already done most of the sanding now, so it's just 400 here with cling spore abrasives. Clean the grain with a bit of methylated spirits or denatured alcohol. Some matte sanding sealer. And some Yorkshire Grit abrasive paste. If you like to use any Yorkshire Grit, there will be links down in the description. There we go. And some Hampshire Sheen microcrystalline wax. If anyone is interested in using any Hampshire Sheen products used in this video, there will always be links to that down below as well. Just buff it all in nice and slowly, then eventually turn the lathe up to about 1000 to 1200, build up that heat and then buff it in, not pushing too hard. You don't want to wipe off any wax that you just put on. And there you go. I'm sure she will help you, 'cause no, you can't help yourself. Goodbye, Mr. Alright, so now we're going to work our way to the lid. There you see we've already got some pencil marks put on there as a rough guide. So we're going to take the rougher and make another tenon. Give it a bit of a test fit. Once again, needs to take a little bit more off. And clean off that face. Perfect. And we're going to take a pencil now just to mark out where the outside of that hinges, and start to shape it. So we're going to try and dome it a little bit here. Start by using the mid-size finisher, and then onto the mid-size detailer. Doing a bit of shear scraping once again. Okay, we're going to hollow the lid out now. Once again, using the #1 hollower. I've been acting like a wild man, sleeping like a child. You're so luminous and vibrant. I'm always in. And there we go. Alright, so we've got the lid turned around in the jaws now, and we're just going to finish it off. So we're going to finish off that dome, and we're going to make a nice little handle at the top, or finial if that's what you want to call it. So once again, we started with the #1 hollower, and we're just going to finish it off with the detailer. This is the micro detailer. We're just going to hollow out the lid or the finial. Alright, once again I've already done most of the sanding, so up to 400 grit again. Some more methylated spirits to clean the grain. Some sanding sealer. some Yorkshire Grit abrasive paste. There you go, look at that shit, toilets. And some microcrystalline wax. They're just building the heat up, not pushing too hard. There we go. Alright, so we're actually going to show how to finish off the bottom of this piece. But don't worry, I'm not going to put you through any more sanding. Just going to show you how I finish off the bottom of this bolt. So I've actually got it reversed in the hinge jaws, and there's the mid-size micro detailer there, and there's the #1 hollower, and I'm just going to give it a bit of an undercut so it sits on the edge of the pot. Here are some pictures. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. If you'd like to see me make another box using different hardware, click that link on the top right hand corner. Thank you once again, and until next week, I'll see you then. Bye bye for now.